Come on. Can you hear me? You see me? Hold up. Hi. My name is Danny Bolero. I'm an actor living in New York. Moved here 5 years ago. Crazy to move at such an old age, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. The jury's not out on that. Ain't in on that. Is it out or in? It isn't in on that. Meaning that it's not over. I guess that's what it means. Anyway, welcome. Basically, it's a channel, and I'm going to document some of my day-to-day challenges living as an actor, as a Hispanic actor from East LA in New York. And hopefully we can both learn something. Well, hopefully, I know this, I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I've just learned how to use Facebook. Now I've got Instagram and Twitter and Twitter, whatever that's called, and luckily I can just post. I don't have to do it separately now. Modern technology is amazing. So, you'll see him from time to time. He's around here somewhere. I think he's hiding. My buddy Mozart. He was a little Bichon mix. And that's kind of what this is about. So welcome. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you don't. Let me know if you do. But I don't have all the answers, and I don't have all the questions. But I sure do ask a lot of questions. And I'm not that smart. And you'll see it. You will notice that right away. And I just live my life. So, welcome. Bye. Because I'm rambling, I want to shut you off. Because I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, I forgot to mention the name of the site, LAactorinNYC. So, welcome. And it has everything to do with all of that and everything in between. And so, if you're wanting acting tips, don't look here. So, I mean, there might be some, you might pick some up, but that's not the purpose. It's what you have to contend when you live in the city. And LA is a big city, but it's not like New York. There's no place like New York. And so I'm listening. So that was when I stopped. Oh, wow. Anyway, and I'm looking over here. I got to remember to look over there. Does that make... Now I'm looking you in the eye, right? You see me? So that's... there's no city like New York. And I've traveled quite a bit. Yeah. So, I'm getting a phone call. Bill collector.
Call from 325-267-9188.
I know who it is. Bill collector, probably. Part of living in New York. Just kidding. I'll leave a message. Maybe won the lottery. Maybe it's Steven Spielberg calling me just for the next movie. This could happen. That's the other thing, is that being in this industry, your life can change in a flash. And I keep looking at the record button, and I should be clear. Your life can change in a second, overnight. Not into a big star, but you can just into a comfortable person living in New York. So, and it happens on the other side too. It's a city of extremes, and that has not changed. Because when I lived here in '93, it was very different. I got mugged in Times Square. And there was all kinds of stuff, propositioning, and it may still go on. It's just not visible. So anyway, but it's still a great city, filled with great people. And I'm rambling again, but I just gotta say this because I thought of something else I need to say. Last year I went back home for a couple months, and everybody was like, "What do you like? You like New York better than LA? You like? Well, what do you think?" And the best way to describe it for me is that living in LA is great, and LA will always be my home because it's my family's there, old friends there. They're not old. They're gonna be mad and call them old, but they're not old. They're just old friends who happen to be old. But anyway, the best thing about New York is you experience life. You experience the elements, the winter. Good or bad, good and bad. You walk out of your apartment, someone spits, it hits you in the face, you have to deal with it. You walk out of your apartment and a tulip is growing out of the ground, just out of the blue. You experience it. Or you walk down the street and there's, 7 or 8 ballerinas dancing, practicing their routine in the middle of the street, and it's amazing. Or you hear people warming up their instruments in the apartment, or singing, or doing scales. And it's filled with all kinds of wonderful and exciting challenges. And whereas in LA has some of that, but you get in your car and you drive and you have to deal with anybody. You get here, you have to, well, you don't have to, but most people take the subway, public transportation. You deal with a man who stinks of BO, and you deal with a woman whose baby's crying and mucus falling out of his mouth all over the place, screaming at, making your ears bleed. But you deal with it. You have to. Or you just shut it out. Because your car, you read your book, you read your paper, whatever. But you know it's there. You deal with the winter, you deal with the summer, you deal with the spring and the fall. Spring's my favorite time, except for the allergies. Never had allergies till I moved to the city. But you deal with it. And that's what is the best thing about living in New York, is that you have to live. And you have to experience living. That's it. All right, I'm signing off until I think of something else to think of saying. All right? I need to sit up and talk to you guys, because this doesn't look very professional.